Everything that you thought had meaning, every hope, dream, or moment of happiness, none of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield. None of it changes what a speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen, their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them! And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us! Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers rage!
Yo, we're playing minigames. Today we're gonna settle the debate once and for all. Who would win in a fight? 100 men or one gorilla? Now, me personally, I think I could take a gorilla solo, but this isn't me versus a gorilla. This is 100 random men. Me personally, if it's 100 random dudes, they aren't winning. They just aren't. There's no way all of them are gonna be coordinated enough. There's no way that all of them are gonna somehow muster up the courage to, go head on. They're all scared, and they're running away. They aren't fighting him. Assuming it is voluntary, and they will all just absolutely charge and risk their life for the chance of victory, maybe. They have a chance. But that's just not happening. People are, not strong. A gorilla is very strong. One singular silverback gorilla could probably, kill at least 3 billion men if it's given enough prep time. It's really just, all about the scenario. Depends on where the duel is taking place. Depends on when the duel is happening. If the gorilla is hungry. If the men signed up for it. If it's me, if I'm there. Because these are all very important factors. We need to set some boundaries if we're gonna just put a conclusion out there. So, my main rules for this are, these are 100 random dudes. They did not sign up. They just were picked out of random and are there to fight the gorilla. That is fair to say. And the fighting ground is just like an open field in a jungle or something. The gorilla is just a standard silverback gorilla. With all that in mind, let's take into consideration, this is 100 random guys. So at least 1/3 of those guys are Chinese and can't speak English. Another third of those guys are Indian and also can't speak English. And so, probably. That's just statistically, they probably can't. So there's no way they're coordinated enough to actually talk to each other and develop a strategy. And even if just 33 men are really committed to it, they aren't winning. If we had 100 fully, ripped dudes, fully coordinated, willing to sacrifice themselves to hold the gorilla down while I go in there and, beat him up, it's just not gonna win. You're not gonna win. No one's winning in that scenario. The gorilla is just, probably ooh, and it, just doesn't want to deal with any of that, you know? Let's look at it another way. Some people are like, oh, but what if these people signed up for it? I have a counterpoint. What if the gorilla signed up for it? The gorilla is the strongest gorilla there is. It's ready to just absolutely bully everybody. It's an absolute madman of a gorilla. In that scenario, no one's winning. The gorilla's gonna have it too easy, and then everyone else is just gonna lose. It's not happening. And humans just aren't that coordinated. There's no one out there who is able to make a strategy that is able to beat a gorilla. I think if you had 20 guys holding down all of its limbs and then another 20 guys punching its face in, maybe they got a shot, but like if it's random, they also like it's everyone man for themselves, and everyone's gonna be like, don't worry, I'll be the leader. You guys do this, you guys do that. I'll sit back and watch. Like everyone's gonna want to do that because they don't want to die. Probably, I don't know. And like 100 random guys too. Let's assume 10 of those guys are really strong. Another 10 are morbidly obese. Another 10 are women. I don't know. And all of them are between the ages of 18 and dead. Not really, like, favorable circumstances either way. Because when you say men, like, you're talking about just, like, anyone above, like, a teenager, probably. If it's 18 to 50 or something, that's still, they aren't winning. They aren't, it isn't happening. They just don't win. And you might be saying like, oh, it's boring. You can't be like, oh, the men are old. They're all fat and ugly and can't speak the same language. But I also like can say that. If you really want to go all in, they're all 100 like 25-year-old, not 25-year-old, they're not powerful enough. 156-year-old men from Florida, all dueling the gorilla, barehanded, with their Popeye arms, wielding a beer can in their hand. I think that's reasonable to say the gorilla's absolutely not winning. But you can't say that. You just can't. And if you are, no. Well then, my gorilla has ultra super strength and is hyped up on steroids, alright? It's like, you just can't make those kinds of decisions. And I don't care if you say you can. You can't. But let's just circle back. Even if you are saying, oh, he's allowed to do this, it's just 100 guys who signed up for this, they are ready to fight the gorilla, they aren't winning. You have to understand, none of them are like going to throw themselves at the gorilla until we eventually tire him out or something. It's not happening. Everyone's gonna be trying to be like the commander and be like, don't worry guys, I'll develop the strategy. You guys just go all in, throw yourselves at him. It's like, come on, no one's signing up for this if they're just like, yeah, I'm a martyr for the cause. And like, this gorilla didn't want to be here. Why are you all wanting to kill this gorilla? If the gorilla signed up, I think we get to say the gorilla signed up if the men got to sign up too. Because that would make it more fair. And this gorilla would also be much stronger in that scenario. If it's a weak gorilla, like everyone's saying, like, oh, this gorilla's, like, what if it's a baby gorilla? Like, no. Oh, what if the gorilla, like, doesn't like to hurt people? Who cares? This is the... I'm gonna call him... Hold on, what's a good gorilla name? Busk. Busk the gorilla. He is just there for a fight. He's there for a tussle, and he is ready to win. He's ready to win. Ready to win. And if you've ever watched Attack on Titan, which from the intro you probably have if you're still here, like, that scene, everyone's cooked. No, there's like one guy who lives, and the gorilla only dies because one of the guys is armed, and is also Levi Ackerman. We aren't Levi Ackerman. You are not him. You are just a dude who cannot beat a 600-pound gorilla. I don't think there's anyone on the earth except for, like, me and maybe, like, one other person who can solo a gorilla. And the odds that they are randomly chosen or volunteer for this is just so low. It doesn't matter what you say. If you're able to beat a gorilla in a fight without, like, any sort of major injuries, like, why would you even join the 100-man competition? Make it a solo round. You'll make so much more money off of it. If this is, like, a contest, then there's people, like, more enticed to win it because they'll earn money. This all stemmed from, like, a Mr. Beast video idea. And so, let's just say Mr. Beast, like, gives anyone who wins $1 million. These people are more motivated to win now. So they'll probably do better. I don't think in this scenario that's just happening. It's not. Gorilla strong. Human weak and stupid. Gorilla big brain. Have big muscle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Banana. You know, all that. let's just set up the 1v1. I think I could beat a gorilla in a fight, okay? Scrap the whole video. I am beating this gorilla in a fight. You know why? Because I'm going in there and I have the mental capacity of like at least 2 gorillas. So I could probably devise a double powerful strategy against him. And this gorilla, he does not know what's gonna hit him. He is in there fighting for his life, and he's like, "Oh no, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me, Dragon. Please, no, don't do it. No, no, no." And I'm like, too bad. He's begging for his life over here, because I just sat there with my absolute presence of me being there, and he is not ready for that. He's quitting after I throw a single punch. He's just like, "No, please, I can't take it anymore. Please, just take me out on a date." And then, like, and then I win out of default because he forfeited to go on a date with me. That's just another way I'd win. I think it's no diff if I am in a fight with a gorilla. You guys, on the other hand, probably don't have a chance. If it's random selection on both sides, nobody wins, but also the gorilla wins more. The gorilla loses less. If it's volunteer and you're paid if you win, maybe. I'll give him a chance. It's just too arbitrary to give an exact answer. The only valid argument I've seen is that the gorilla will get tired. But, like, I don't think that this battle is lasting any less than, like, at least a full day. Because the men get tired, too. You can't just say, oh, the gorilla will get tired. No. If you're only, like, using half of your men or something to go beat up the gorilla and having the other half stay energized, then neither of you's winning that. You have to go all in. And this gorilla, like every gorilla, we all know, has range. Like, he just opens up his chocolate starfish and starts absolutely plowing us with like all of his chocolate delights. Like that's what's gonna happen. He has range. We don't have range. If we are armed, like if it's just 100 guys right now, odds are, if this is an American competition, at least 98 of them have guns on them. So they're winning. And if this is a British competition, all of them have a knife on them. And if this is an Indian competition, they're pacifists. So everyone wins. No one's gonna fight. You see? So overall, I think it's just way too arbitrary and non-conclusive to make a full decision based on, like, as little knowledge as you get with 100 men versus one gorilla. Because what kind of gorilla is it? Are the men, like, rock solid at the time? Are they all, like, Fent users? We'll never know. We'll never know. What's the battleground like? If we don't answer these questions, it's not, like, possible. Well, you know what I think, like, the question we should be asking is, who would win in a fight, 100 women or one gorilla? Or 100 women versus accountability? You see, like, it's... Come on. We can't ask these questions and not have other alternatives. Like, one of every single Pokemon or 1 billion lions. You see? An age-old question. And it's never been able to be answered because there just isn't any ground rules. It's a paradox. What came first? The gorilla or the 100 men trying to beat him up? Come on. Can't we all just be friends? Like, just give the gorilla a hug and he'll be fine, you know? He'll be so happy. And then he won't want to fight you and then he won't eat and kill you. You know? And then everyone wins. That is the true solution. The pacifist ending. And that is the story of how I dated a gorilla. Anyways, if you, like, agree with me, you should subscribe or something. I don't know. Bye.